from the JES Weather Center.
Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. Today, especially after lunchtime when we started to see some sunshine appear across parts of the area, you probably looked up and saw some haze in the sky. Well, that is smoke still coming at us from either the Canadian wildfires or potentially even from California, because there are quite a few wildfires in California as well. That made the air quality today in code yellow, which is the moderate air quality. And looking at what the air quality looks like this evening, we are still in code yellow in many, not all, but in many of our backyards. So for now, we are in the moderate air quality. Indications are, though, that the air quality is going to improve at least a little bit for us here as we head into this weekend. Notice that the color becomes potentially a little bit lighter for us here as we go into the weekend, and that could be an indicator of less smoke than what we dealt with throughout the course of our Friday. I still think that we probably will have a little bit of smoke around, a little bit of haze, but I don't think it's going to be quite as widespread nor as thick as it has been for the last couple of days. Now, the fire potential out west of us remains very high because of very low relative humidity. When you have the single-digit humidity, that helps to aid in fire spreading pretty rapidly. So overall, critical fire spread danger is extending from Idaho and Wyoming south into New Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. Again, they already are battling some wildfires out west, and the hope and prayer is no more form, because if they do, they will likely spread rapidly. And one thing to note, by late this weekend and into next week, we're going to have more of a less westerly wind. That's going to allow us to heat up, and that westerly wind may carry a little more additional smoke in our direction here potentially as we go into next week. Coming back closer to home here, it's pretty quiet outside. Skies have cleared out pretty nicely, but it wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if we start to see a little more cloud cover rolling in as we go into the overnight. You'll notice here after midnight, the clouds start to thicken just a little bit, and as we look at Saturday at 7 a.m., I think we're going to be partly to mostly cloudy to start the day. So maybe a little more cloud cover tomorrow morning in comparison to what we're going to see tomorrow afternoon, as the general trend will be for us to see a little more sunshine as we go beyond lunchtime on Saturday. But also notice on Saturday, we're seeing these little green blips here, an indicator that while most of us are going to be dry on Saturday, a couple of rogue showers cannot be ruled out, especially as you head towards the mountains. NRV, Highlands, a stray shower or two cannot be ruled out, but there's a slightly better opportunity to see a little bit of rain out, say, towards West Virginia. Tomorrow night, skies are nothing worse than partly cloudy. Frankly, most of us are fair as we go into Saturday night. Sunday may start to see some clouds thickening for a short period of time in the morning, and then it looks like by the afternoon we're going to have more sunshine to enjoy. So Sunday will be a day where we're partly to at times mostly sunny. Just like on Saturday, the vast majority of us are dry on Sunday. However, a rogue shower cannot 100% be ruled out. Let's go into the tropics, and we're watching several pieces of energy. One is a storm system we've been watching for the last several days, giving it about a 40% chance of developing here over the next 7 days as it does drift to the north and should eventually fall apart. We're also watching another storm system, Dexter. Dexter was a tropical storm we were watching. Now it's post-tropical. It's moving into the North Atlantic and will likely fall apart here as we go into the latter part of the weekend. We're also watching another cluster of showers and thunderstorms that have emerged off of the coast of Africa, and that one will need to be monitored as well. You need to know that overall, as we go into August and especially as we go into September, it is perfectly normal for us to see the tropical activity starting to increase. Okay, there are indications that we're going to have several little pieces of energy coming off of Africa for the next couple of weeks, every single one of which is going to need to be watched very, very closely, as it doesn't take much for them to strengthen as they get over the very warm waters of the Atlantic Ocean. The National Hurricane Center just recently, yesterday, came out with their updated hurricane season forecast. They revised it just a touch from the original forecast. They actually have lowered the numbers by just a little bit. They're calling for 13 to 18 named storms, 5 to 9 of which will become hurricanes, 2 to 5 of which will be major hurricanes or category 3 or above. Again, these numbers a little bit lower than the previous forecast. And if you look at the season probability, they're still forecasting about a 50% chance for above normal hurricane activity this hurricane season, but they're also forecasting now about a 35% chance of a near normal hurricane season. So peak of hurricane season is about a month from now. It happens around September 10th every single year. And obviously for about the next month or so, I would believe, and most of the experts believe, that the tropics are going to become a little more active for us. All right, let's come back closer to home right now. It is 62 in Hot Springs, 70 in Roanoke, 64 in Lynchburg, 66 Danville. It's in the lower 60s in Wytheville and also into Pulaski. It's in the low to mid 60s in Floyd. And as we go zone by zone for Saturday, temperature is pretty comfortable, a little bit warmer. 79 in the NRV, 80 in Covington, Clifton Forge, and Lexington, 82 in Roanoke and Lynchburg, low to mid 80s out across Southside. This is below average for this time of year, but it's a little warmer than where we have been of late, and temperatures will likely continue to go up Sunday, especially into early next week. The heat potential is going to be maximized well to the west of us. As a matter of fact, on Saturday, we're going to have temperatures over 100, maybe even 105 as you go into portions of California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. Again, areas in red, that's where we're going to have the greatest chance for temperatures over 100 degrees with excessive heat possible. So it's going to be really, really hot across the desert Southwest. What's west eventually moves east, and we're going to tap into some of this heat as we go into next week. It's not going to be triple digits for us, but low to mid 90s are certainly possible for us here by Wednesday of next week. Your forecast for tonight, 63 overall. We're going to call it partly cloudy. Patchy fog is possible after midnight. Another cool night. Tomorrow, a touch warmer, nice mix of sun and clouds. I'm thinking a little more cloud cover early, a little more sunshine later. Overall, though, a pretty nice way to start out the weekend for us. A rogue shower possible Saturday and Sunday. A couple of thunder showers possible early next week, but better chances for hit or miss showers and thunderstorms as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. I'm thinking if you look at the next 7 days, Thursday of next week could potentially be the wettest and the stormiest for us. Notice temperatures steadily go up. 85 Sunday, mid to upper 80s Monday, upper 80s on Tuesday, low to mid 90s Wednesday, Thursday, upper 80s by Friday. So again, we are going to see our hottest days here Tuesday through Friday of next week. And yes, some of us will have temperatures at or above 90 degrees once again. And oh, by the way, not only will we have additional heat next week, we're also going to have higher humidity as well. So it's going to feel hotter than these actual numbers that you're seeing on your screen. Current time is 10:19. We'll be back here in about 40 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. We do hope to see you then. But if we don't, I hope everybody has a great night and a great weekend, and we'll see you again real soon.